picture is awesome. 3 dislikes. That's good. Oh god. Hello. Nothing to see here. Go somewhere else. How is everybody? Hello. It's time for Sundays. Why dislikes? Because people dislike the picture. And my whiny name of the stream. Oh, we need the intro. Good looking guy. I want to look like him. I hope you're all doing great. Ooh, who's coming? Who's coming? Oh, my girl is coming. Come in. Does the webcam work? I don't think so. No, of course not. No robe edition? No, it's warm. It's 19.5 degrees in here. I didn't need it. Hey, girl. No rope. I know I have to change that intro. Hi, Photostorm. Hi, Jürgen. I greet all the people I know. Was Mike here before? I don't know. I'm not good. I saw Rob before. Rob B. Guten Abend. So, Germans. Max Verstappen is here. Yes. Cat edition. Cat is here, but downstairs on the couch. Yeah. I thought we'd go through the news very quickly. Hey, Darren. You weren't here for a long time. Bad Darren. Picture gone. Picture is gone? Oh, that's true. I pressed on the wrong thing. That's true. Thank you, Marty. I thought I'd go to the news quickly. Not a lot of stuff that I'm interested in, but still. And then we talk what happened this week and what will be happening next week's and soon. First, I saw this, and this was cool. I'm not a pickup truck fan, not at all. I don't get it. But the Ford F-150 Lightning, that's a cool idea, and especially the price. I mean, look at that. Starts under $40,000. Still with already with 370 kilometers of range. There will be a big battery and so many cool things. Can I put this up? I mean, the biggest frunk ever and outlets everywhere. I think that's cool. I think that's cool. And it can tow, what is it, 10,000 pounds? What is it, 4,500 kilos? Where did I see that? So, oh my god. Where was it? I thought there was something somewhere. Can't see it now. That's okay. Next thing is that the Hyundai Ioniq is just about to be delivered to people. It will start in Norway, of course. It will start in Norway. What, in the first week of June or something? What did it say? To go back. I have to close this? Yeah. Didn't it say one somewhere? I'm totally prepared here. I thought it was the first week of June. Doesn't matter. But this will be cool. I'm still trying to get my hands on one, but Hyundai just doesn't reply. They don't care. Also, Model S refresh will start in June 3rd. This was the date I've seen. Had nothing to do with the Ioniq 5. Now remember, and of course, states will get it first. That's how it is, and that's okay. That's normal. I get it. We'll see when they bring it to Europe if it really has that steering wheel. I'm interested in that because I doubt that. Next thing is my Ionity tracker here, and Ionity is not doing a lot since December, maybe even before that. They've started 2 new chargers, one in Germany, Brandenburg, and one in Brussels in the last 2 weeks, and they finished loading. They finished one in the UK, and when you see in Germany, there are only 3 chargers that are under construction, and even in other countries, when you see there's so many holes, but nothing is moving forward. A bit disappointed with them. They need more money. That's the news. That's already it. I read your comments, then we go to what happened this week, and then I was here last week. Yeah, the last 2 seconds Explain the clickbait. It's not a clickbait. Nobody likes me. I'm talking about it in a second. Why is it clickbait when you say something that's true? Forgot about me. 30 before taxes. Yeah, it's true. That's always before taxes. My heart is broken. Come on. I love the front from the F-150. It's true. I bought a Playmobil Volkswagen T1 camper bus. No plans in Europe, only Canada. That's understandable. Nobody needs pickup trucks in Europe. Hi from South Africa. Hello from Bavaria. Clickbaiting works. I'm not clickbaiting. Why is it clickbaiting when there's even a wink in the title? Come on. But first woman here. Now we need Caro. We need women here. Women. We're a women show here. A total show. Hi guys, I'm looking to buy an EV. Help me out. Tesla Model 3, Volvo XC40, or wait for a Q4. But hey Rob, but that's totally different cars. A Model 3 is a very sporty low sedan, and Volvo XC40 and Audi Q4 is are SUVs, not sporty. The Volvo XC40 can be sporty with all-wheel drive, but the suspension is very jumpy and soft. The Audi I've never driven. I have no idea. Volkswagen campers are awesome. Germany has banned us from visiting. My trip is now cancelled. But how long is this going on? So when will the UK be able to go back in? I don't know. Will you test the mach-e? I asked Opel many times for a Corsa E or anything, and they never replied. So I doubt they will ever get one. But I have the Peugeot E2008 in the garage that I'm driving for 1.5 weeks. There will be coming something in this week, and tomorrow a live stream with the car. And it's the same battery, same motor, so it's basically the same car. I can wear a wig. Okay. You have a wife, you should not say nobody likes you. It's exaggeration. XC40 is not a good choice. It has a great reach in XC40 and has great power. But not good consumption, good charging speed, but weird charging curve. I got a family as well with kids I need to take with me, but I really like the Tesla. Then drive the Tesla and get it. Is so bad the ID3? No. Who says that? Thanks for the answer, by the way. No problem. Tomorrow live stream? Thank God I'm free tomorrow. Of course, tomorrow is holiday. Tomorrow is holiday on Monday. But what happened this week? So last live stream, last Sunday, I told you that I have the plan to have someone be with me in my videos. I would love that, to not be driving range test, consumption test, I don't know what, alone, to get a bit more entertainment into the videos, not just data. And if you saw the live stream last week, we talked about a few people that I should contact, and I did. I contacted 5 people. 5 people. One that I already was in contact with before said right away, sorry, this is too far away and we can do it sometimes but not on a regular basis. And I said, that's totally fine. I get it. It's really far away. The other 4 did not reply to me. Not even a bit. No, sorry, no, or what do you mean, and I don't get it, or anything. Just not a reply at all. I used the email address that I have on the YouTube channel, so I'm guessing it works. And most of them were Gmail accounts anyways, so I'm guessing it works. Nobody replied, no, nothing. And that's very German. and Jill was helpful, because the closest that I thought lives in Straubing, he posted a message on his last video and said, why are you not working with battery life? And then he said, what? I don't know what you mean. And then I replied, because he saw my last live stream, and I sent you an email. And then he replied to the email and said, I think it's a bit too far. I live in Nuremberg. It's 200 kilometers away. And so I emailed him back, we can meet in the middle. Then it's only 100 kilometers. Would that be something you would be interested in? But I never heard back from him again. I have to fix the light. It's totally crooked. Sorry. So I guess nobody likes me. That's what the title of the video is. Do you like me? Oh God. Do live stream simultaneous with Björn and have an open connection. Watch the live stream while doing a live stream. Oh man, a lot of traffic tomorrow. You buy a car depending on needs. If you have a family of 4, you better buy an SUV. If you're a bachelor, buy Model 3, a Polestar, or Taycan if you got money. Buy your wife a flower or battery. I don't get it. Was behind ID3 today. Lovely car. Almost followed it home, but that would have been weird. It's true. That would be very weird. I was just looking at the car. Sending emails 200 kilometers takes time. Give him time. Yeah, this was on... When was that? To look... I don't have it here anymore. When was that? Tuesday? That's a few days. Yeah. We're allowed back. I'm also checking Björn's stream at the same time. That's good. Do a side-by-side comparison. Nobody likes you, but we love your wife. That's good. Oh, God, that's awesome. Already 75 people. See? Clickbait works. So, you see, nobody likes me. That's okay. So, nobody wants to work with me. I don't know if they... But why they can't say that? It's very German, I have to say, that people who don't see a point of having contact with you because they don't want to, they don't say anything. They don't reply, thank you for the offer, but no, I'm okay with that. that happens, or I don't know what it is. But so I'm still looking. If someone wanted to do that with me in the area, I'm also still looking. I was in contact with an old colleague where I worked before. No, my wife doesn't want to go on the trips with me. She just doesn't care about cars that much. She does one video with each car. We won't be doing a car with the Peugeot because she's not a fan, and her latest videos were always very negative, and she doesn't want to be very negative. She likes the seats, but that's it. I'm also not the biggest fan of this car. It's a very weird car, and there will be a video that it's a good EV. It drives okay. It's totally fine, but there's so many weird things in there. So really a lot. I would say 10, 15 things that are just weird. And yeah, and we'll make a video about that tomorrow morning. What else was this week? Yeah, we've seen the IDX. An all-wheel drive ID3 that was presented on the COO LinkedIn page. So Ralf Brandstätter showed a Volkswagen car. That was cool. New colors, and now he's offering red metallic. That's true, and there's a new configurator now. You can have different packages, a smaller package size, so we can have different features and not need a big package, and more colors, and also that they say that the charging speed should be higher because they're building the new 2020 model from end of June or July, I can't remember, and this car should have 120 kilowatt for the 58 kilowatt hour battery, 120 kilowatt charging speed. That it says in the thing. In the fine print, we'll see about that, and nobody knows. Even though I already had a few talks with Volkswagen, not for sure if old ID3s can have that with an update too, or if it's a hardware change. We'll see. Now I can't make this weirdness unseen in all other colors. French cars are supposed to be weird. They always are. Huh? Not many EVs suits your wife. Which cars does she want? She loved the Twingo. That was her thing. The button, what she needs, heat, seat heater. There were buttons, she can press it. The seats were perfect for her. It was a small car when she wanted to drive. She didn't drive. When she was sitting there, she could see everything. She loved that car. Did you break the Peugeot yet? No, still works. There's a thing in there. I don't know if I tell them. We'll see. It still works though. Did you like the videos from Carmaniac? No. Let's leave it like that. Let's leave it easy. It's too what a lot of journalists do. They just do an overview of the car and don't go into details, and I don't care about that. It's the same with Autogefühl, the same with fully charged. They just look at the car, drive it for a day, talk about the specs that they have, and maybe a bit more, and that's it. And I wanna, for me, I wanna experience the car a bit longer, so a week, 2 weeks, and then tell you things that I wouldn't see in one day. So that the app is doing this when you do this, and that's weird, and I don't know, but this is great. Find great stuff and find bad stuff. I like that more. I like the Dacia Spring. It's pointing in the right direction. Small batteries that can fast charge on CCS. 30 kilowatt is not much yet, but this will increase in the future. We'll see. The Mercedes breaks, but the Peugeot is fine. Should be other way around. Well, the Mercedes just had that weird thing, and I think it had to do with heat, because in the morning it worked, and then in the afternoon when the sun was shining on it, the Mercedes had an error message that the last 2 days before they picked it up, that the front light didn't work. Indicators and the front lights, or the day driving light and stuff. That's weird. They do more a preview than a review. Exactly. Exactly. That's what I'm talking about. And I don't watch those things. So I barely watch fully charged video. I'm subscribed and everything, but barely because of that. I don't know. I want more detail. I want to go into that thing. That makes sense. Just walk around the car. You can do it yourself at dealership and look at the specs. You can do as well. I mean that they point out a few things. Of course, look, they're doing this, and this is rear-wheel drive, and that's great because of that. I can see why a lot of people are watching those videos. I mean, I'm always envious of those people. They're making those videos, and a lot of people are watching them, and that's why they get a lot of cars very early. Like the video with his brother-in-law. He goes to Croatia. Everything went wrong. Cute. Already 90 people. What's going on? But 38 likes. There's something wrong with that. You know what that is? Give me 100 likes and I'm gone. Then you have your free time. It's depressing when you see cars you can't get in your own country. That's true. That is depressing. That's totally true. But back to the IDX. So an all-wheel drive, 329 horsepower ID3 with that's 200 kilos lighter than the normal ID3. It has the big battery in there. I find that very interesting. I don't know if they will ever build that car. They would be amazing, because I want an all-wheel drive ID3. That would be amazing if it still handles the same way and drives the same way, just with more power and more region. That would be my thing. In fully charged, they present the cars in a good way, though. Yes, they do. It's amazingly filmed, and it can be entertaining and everything. And I like him. I like all of them that they are in there. But I would never watch it. If it's a car that I have never seen before, the only interesting video for me for fully charged was when they drove the ID3 in South Africa, when it was still called the Neo. So even 5 months before the world premiere. That was interesting. Well, they do something like this. But if there's a world premiere of a car, and then a week later they make a video presenting their car, it's the same as the world premiere, and that's why I'm also negative today, huh? I should stop that. Negative Chris. That's just bad to have a move to get a good cheaper car they produce in China. Okay. Yeah, it's too bad I have to go to China. The charging in the south of Europe is a disaster. They are not ready there. I don't know that, but when I see charging networks, that's very same as in East Europe. It doesn't look good. What else was this week? I had a meeting with Volkswagen about stuff that can hopefully make a video about in the near future. Can talk about what it was about yet. They all have, this is coming, but we can't talk about it because maybe stuff is changing, and if you talk about it now, and then people get excited, and then it's not like that, and then everybody's complaining, and that's the whole thing. So it's still a few weeks. I also had a meeting with someone else who told me about a new feature of what they're doing, and I think it's and I think that's cool. That also can talk about that. Even had to sign a non-disclosure agreement. That was cool. It was my first one. I like that. I'm excited about that. Just curious. Head kilometers are you getting to charge 80% these days? I have 266 this morning. Well, mine is at 95 or something. I'm not driving it. 95, 380, 336, 38. Come on, focus. There we go. 95%, 338 kilometers. And Peugeot. Let's look at the Peugeot. I have that in here as well. But it takes a bit longer. Still going. Peugeot at 100% has 296. Yeah, but this is weird. This is one of the weird things. You will see soon. I think Björn is often more negative. He doesn't like misspelled words and so, but in his live streams, but not in his videos. Chris, what do you think of the IDX concept? That's what I just said. I think it's cool. I wanted them to build an all-wheel drive ID3. I want that. UK's open largest third-party high-power charging station. 12 times 350 kilowatt chargers. Cool. That's the stuff. I hope it works, and I hope they have the support. 24-hour support. If something doesn't work, then it's cool. I like you. Does that help? It does, Tom. Thank you very much. There should be a charging place at every gas station. Then EVs will take off. I want more charging stations. Just everywhere. I want 2 or 3 or 4. That would be amazing. So you don't have to think about it. You've got a 58 kilowatt hour battery? Yes, I do. I have the first edition plus, which has the 58 kilowatt battery. And as far as I've driven the big battery. I've not driven the small battery. I looked at Facebook forums, asked people if they want to lend me the car. I've asked Volkswagen for the small battery, so the ID3 Pure. Nobody said anything. Still don't like me. For what I know, the 58 kilowatt hour battery drives the best, has the most power for the weight, because the 77 kilowatt hour battery still has the 150 kilowatt rear wheel drive, the same motor, and it just feels better, more agile. The regen is better because the car is lighter. But the small battery with 100 kilowatt, what does it have? 110 kilowatt motor? Maybe drives amazing. I don't know yet. Maybe it's lighter and feels better, but I don't know. I like that electrified Opel Manta A head. One day I'm going to electrify my Ford Granada. We don't want chargers at petrol station if there's nothing near to do while charging. Well, I think in the future charging is so fast you don't do it very long. So you do it maximum 30 minutes, and you just want to relax in the 30 minutes. I don't want to do anything. Maybe have to pee and get something to drink or whatever, but that's it. One day I'll electrify my wife's chair. At my place, it's crap. I have to drive 30 kilometers to see a fast charger. That's why I still drive a hybrid. It's only understandable. Nobody is I never blame anyone who doesn't drive electric. I love it. And for me, charging is even exciting. Sounds weird, but for example, if I had to go to, I don't know, 500 kilometers away somewhere and there's one charger in between and maybe the charger doesn't work sometimes, then it's not fun anymore. So you think that an ID3 Pro Performance is a better choice than a Pro S? For me, it is. Maybe for you, not. Maybe you need the higher charging speed and more range. For me, I do long distance drives, but mostly I do just to work or just 200 kilometers where I don't need to charge. And I love how the driving feel of the Pro Performance more than of the Pro S. In a few weeks I should have my ID3 Pure, then I won't tell how it drives. Yeah, that's great. I want to drive it myself. I want to do a range test and charging test, all of this. It would be amazing, but no, Volkswagen can't give me one because the demand is so high. I asked everyone, and now I'm trying to get someone's a car from somewhere else. I have to ask my dealer or something if they can, have someone who ordered it and is getting it soon, and maybe. But why would a private person give me a car and then let me drive for, I don't know, 500 kilometers and charge it 2 times at a high power charger? I wouldn't do that either. I mean, look at me. Would you give me a car? No. Ooh, now I changed the light totally wrong direction. God, I'm stupid. See, nobody likes me. Even myself. There we go. Yeah, has to be in the right angle. Ah, yeah, it fits. Navigate to battery life. That's 4. I love to drive a Hyundai Ioniq 5 or Kia EV6. Yes, I would love that too. I may be getting a chance to see and drive very shortly an Ioniq 5 in the near future. It's not set yet, we'll see. But it won't be a range test or anything. It will be a drive for a very short time. So not a big thing, but I'm working on it. I'm trying to get that here. I choose the 110R version of Renault Zoe over the 135 version. It has a little better range and was cheaper, and it was fine for me. That's totally okay. I would always get the 135, but I understand why you wanted this. If you're not a fan of the power, I am. I do it like that. I'll give you money when I see you busking. What's busking? The 2022 Pro is displayed as a 100 kilowatt hour charge, French side of Volkswagen. It seems to be a good choice. So it's just and now I'm Björn. It's kilowatt, not kilowatt hour. And it's here in Germany too. That's what I was talking about before. In Scotland, we now have quite a few charging hubs, and the government network will multiply rapids. The latest one has 5 times 50 kilowatt rapid chargers and 32 22 kilowatt chargers. It is a park and ride site. It's a great idea. Yeah, it is a great idea. Can you trade your Pro for a Pur for a week? No, I cannot. I would love to do that. And for me, it just makes sense if I get the car soon. So for example, if Next Move gets the car and tests it, then it does a range test, and it's just gone. And a lot of people are very excited to see how the range test is. I love to drive a Model S, but currently I don't own an electric car anymore. I commute 21 kilometers to work by bike. That's so in one way 21 kilometers by bike. That's wow. So it was more parking than anything else. 800 kilometers to Passau. It's too far. It would be amazing for the storm, but I get it if you don't want to do this, especially now with stupid pandemic. What is the max range of an Ioniq 5? I think 460 or so was the max, was the WLTP range. Tomorrow Model 3 goes to a new home. On 5th July, collect my Enyaq 60. Cool. Busking, playing music on the street for money. It's true. That's me. Busking, musician playing street and passes the head. Musik in der Fußgängerzone spielen is busking. Yeah, thank you. Yes, one way. God, one way. That's wow. I could never do that. God, I biked to work when I started at 5 a.m. No, 7 a.m. At a grocery store where I worked for 1.5 years, but it was, what was it, 9 kilometers, something like this, and almost dead straight the whole time. I did that, but now we live 26 kilometers away, so we don't do that anymore. And it's on the way there it's okay, but on the way back it's just hills. What about a head-up display that's missing the Pro S? A good reason to choose Pro? Head-up display is missing in the Pro S? Really? Maybe in your country? I don't have a head-up display and I don't need it. It's a gimmick, and it's some people love it and they just want that. For me, it's not a must at all. So that's why I chose the Plus version of the first edition that I have, and not the Max, because there was stuff in the Max that I didn't need and it was just too much money. What kind of work do you do now? I work in a warehouse and I'm the only one there. That's amazing. So I can do in the warehouse whatever I want, and I work, but I can set it up in the way that I want it. That's awesome. I love my work, and I'm mostly alone. Maybe one Azubi. What is that? Someone who's learning the job, but something else, and he's just there, or she. That if something happens to me, she can, or he or she can scream, ah! Chris doesn't have a bike, he has a horse. No, I have 2 bikes, but I rarely drive. I drove a lot when I was younger, and back then when we lived somewhere else, I drove to work all the time. But now it's just, we moved from an apartment close to Poso to farther away to a house, and we pay less rent now. But of course we pay more in gas or electricity now than we would then, but I love driving my AVs anyways. That warehouse has speakers everywhere blasting some Cannibal Corpse. I have headphones, and I do that then, yes. And I have speakers on my workstation, that's true also. Is that because no one else will work with you? Because no one likes me. See, I always come back, so I didn't lie. It wasn't clickbait. No. What else was this week? I have to think. I couldn't do any tests with the Peugeot E2008 out there in the garage because it was raining the whole time, and so range tests are all wrong. Couldn't do any acceleration tests. I couldn't film outside because when it was raining heavy, and it stopped a few times, but then rained again. So the whole week was just crap for that. And I thought I want to do the full range test with the E2008. I thought I'd do it either on Sunday, Saturday, yesterday, or tomorrow, because tomorrow's a holiday in Germany, and I think in a lot of countries in Europe. And yesterday was raining, today was raining, tomorrow raining should start in the evening, so hopefully I'm done. So tomorrow at, yes, 98 viewers, but only 53 likes. Something wrong? Like. Come on, 53? Get me up to 55. 2, 1. Come on. Nothing's changed. 54. Come on. Yeah, 58. See, it works every time. Thank you. And Chris Mithery, I like the Bodensee area. I visit Germany a lot. I was there once, I think. I was there once. I can't recall. Yeah. What was I talking about? Yeah. Range test of the Peugeot E2008 is tomorrow. I think 8 or 8:30. I have to do a video before driving. And then a video outside, and then do the full range test with the car, and then do a full charging test, which will take long. I plugged the car into Ionity at 84% last week, and the car said 30 minutes from 84% to 100%. Ugh. Even at the 11 kilowatt charger, and yes, Darren, 11 kilowatt Project 11 still works. All fine. I charge the Peugeot every day when I come home from work. The car doesn't have a charge limit. One weird thing. So many weird things. Oh God. And yeah, so the charging test tomorrow will be long. It charges great in the bottom. I see 97 kilowatt in the bottom, but that's it. That's just it. My work is 12 kilometers away. I walked there once, which took 2.5 hours. Yeah, 12 kilometers, 2.5 hours. So you walked under 6 kilometers an hour. That's a bit slow. Come on, Darren, you can do better. Did you take a pause and got a Guinness? Or whatever you drink there. Look, in the 2022 model French, there's heated windscreen. Not sure of my translation. Area view. Advice about these 2 options. A lot of people were complaining about not having a heated windshield, but I don't get it. You can preheat the ID3. Why would you have that? You just click on the app, preheat, and then the windscreen is free. I had the e-Golf for 2 weeks where it has a heated windshield, and in the summer when it's light out, I could see the tiny little wires, and I didn't like that. Area view is a great thing, so it has cameras all around, 360-degree camera. That's cool. That's really cool. I like that. Which means it will get a self-parking feature and stuff, which I also don't need, but a lot of people were complaining. What cars are coming up? This Tuesday, so in 2 days, this Peugeot will be taken home. And I get a Kia e-Niro for almost 2 weeks, till June 4th, I think. Yeah. So from Tuesday to Friday in a week. I have this week I work, but then the week after that I have the week off. And then the Kia Niro will be picked up, and I get an MG ZSEV for almost 2 weeks, and then in the middle of June, I think the 14th. Is that possible? I think it's the 14th. I get an ID4 for 2 weeks, the press car. I'm pretty sure Max, that's what they do. I'm looking forward to that. And then in the mid of July, I get a Hyundai Kona EV with the facelift. That's my next cars. Other than that, I don't have anything. I rode Porsche again, a different person, an influencer, marketing person. And I rode Audi again to get some EV from Audi. No replies, but it was on Friday. That's understandable. Maybe it was Thursday? I think it was Thursday when I emailed them. That's okay. Hi Chris, this is my first connection to this live. I just want to thank you because from all the sites, blogs, videos I saw to choose my next electric car, yours is the one that convinced me. It's great. Frank, oh, Franc, sounds French. What did you choose? My ID3 family is on its way. Yeah, it's great. And it's good. I think that I'm pretty honest with the ID3, with all the cars. I try to be as honest as possible. If I find the stuff that's good or bad, sometimes I just don't notice stuff, or I have a different taste and then I don't mention it. If there's stuff in there that doesn't bother me, but other people are bothered by it, and then they say, oh, this doesn't work, and it hates that it doesn't have that, but I just don't care, then I don't mention it. But I'm honest if there is something that bugs me, and you know the stuff that I don't like about the ID3. But overall, I will do a video about that too. Not this week, but at some point that the ID3 is still... I've driven 28 different EVs now. A lot of them for 2 weeks. And it's still my favorite EV for my use case, of course. It's not perfect. It's still missing things, missing features. I want more power, I want more regen. But it's still the best. For me. It's very important. I stopped for a cup of tea. That's okay. No, was it that you walked in the wrong directions? I didn't have to go to work. Opel Corsa E. Again, somebody already asked about Opel Mokka-e. I contacted Opel many times. I'm pretty sure 10 times, different email addresses from press people. Nobody ever replied. It's a German thing to not reply. Electric heated windshield is very expensive to repair as people who drive a Ford. Yeah, it's true. When you have a crack and you need a new windshield, that's true. It could be expensive. Like. So I can go to Björn's live stream. You can just go now. It's fine. And what's the impact of the sunroof on the consumption? Sorry for all the questions if I am in search with my first EV. For the Ioniq 5, the impact of the sunroof... What are you talking about? Oh no, you're talking about you're still talking about ID3, and if the sunroof has an impact, if it's closed, it doesn't have any impact. I'm French, merci. Oh my god, now it's... Do you play piano? I'm thinking of starting. Nope. I only play guitar and drums. That I can play that too. In France, Volkswagen just lowered the price from the long-range IC to fight the Tesla price drop. Cool. That's good. But that's coming up this week. So tomorrow live stream, 8 or 8:30, I don't know yet, with the Peugeot E2008 full range test, then full charging test. I have to throw that away. Then on Tuesday, Peugeot will be picked up and Kia e-Niro, and then I have a week off and maybe I do a little... I won't do too many videos with the Kia e-Niro, only did one. I will do the Rockobi test, I'm pretty sure, with the e-Niro, but not too much because it hasn't changed. The car is older. It's not something new. 86 people, 79 likes. I'm staying here until the 100 likes. I keep it going. But I'm excited about the MG. I wanna, for me, driving the MG. Yes, it's not new. It's not the newest thing. It has been tested, but I want to experience it, to have experience with more EVs and say, okay, this was great in this car, this was great in this car, why don't you have this, and so on. Why does this car not have this, or they found a solution for this. I found it very interesting. Thank you a lot. I'm absolute fan of your YouTube channel. I'm French too. That's good. Thank you for watching. Looks like Volkswagen Holland doesn't offer the WeCharge options and no good deal options for Ionity for me. Aww, that's stupid. Why? Okay, they just found to change the charge port to CCS on a Tesla is only 288 instead of having to use adapter and Cheramo. I thought you can you do that with the old ones? I thought it has to be a newer one. So no, the Raven already has CCS. Is that true? I don't know. Volkswagen will upgrade the interior of the ID340. ENIAC looks very nice. Yeah, I've seen, they said that they want to upgrade it with a new interior design. I'm sorry, I saw the ENIAC and yes, it looks okay, and the ID4 looks okay, but I don't know. Maybe I have a wrong view of a car, but my ID3, I don't look at it and say, God, it's cheap. I see a nice steering wheel, I see a nice armrest, I see a nice armrest here. I can open the door. I love that the screen is tilted towards me. It is a normal size. I can see the instrument cluster. Everything works fine. I like that. So I don't care that the thing behind the steering wheel is plastic. I don't touch that. I don't even see it. So I don't get it. I'm sorry, I'm the wrong one for that. So I've driven ID3, ID4 and ENIAC, and I don't know, except for the seats. The seats can you can have different seats in ID3, the sport seats or whatever. And then you have memory function, which I also rarely need. I have no problem with the interior of the ID3. I'm just the wrong person for that. I never was. When I saw the car the first time, I don't like the black interior, so that's why I have the white steering wheel and the white dashboard, white instrument cluster, white infotainment system, and also white armrest in the door, because the white looks okay. The black has piano black and you can see the fingerprints and it looks ugly. This I don't like, but it doesn't look cheap, it just looks weird. I'm not a fan of the piano black thing. But that's it. Have you asked for a Mustang Mach-E? Many times. Oh my god, so many times. Now you can change a Model S old version here in UK. See video on YouTube of a car that had it done. Cool. I just looked it up. We got WeCharge from Volkswagen in the Netherlands. Okay, go talk to Photostorm. What's going on there? Yes, but I would have thought it would have cost more for them to do it. Cool. So funny when reviewers are talking that the interior does not feel premium. I also don't give a damn about it. I mean, it should look okay. And so, for example, the Peugeot here, when I sit inside, and Cindy had the same feeling, looks and feels way cheaper. But the materials are better, but it looks just cheap. It looks outdated, old and weird, and I don't know. I go inside this car and I'm like, I don't know, and then I try to do something and I'm like, oh, why? Why does it do that when I press this? What's happening? Why is the seat heating button, why when it's a bit light outside, why can I see that the seat heater is on? Because it's tiny LEDs, red LEDs that light up that you can't, that are angled to up, so you can't see it when it's light outside. Oh. So I'm not saying everyone has a different taste and wants something different. I'm okay with the ID3 interior, and a lot of people aren't. And that's okay. As long as it's a solid car, I drive a Cheddar hybrid, best car I've ever had. Cool. When do you think you reach 100k subscribers? Oh my god. If it goes on like now, I increase my subscriber count around 300 to 400 subscribers more every month. So you can calculate. Of course, it's exponentially. So when I have 20,000 subscribers, it will be 500 or so more, and so on. But this will be a long time. Let's get to the 15,000 first. I mean, 12,500 last week or 2 weeks ago was nice. Yeah, it's okay. Oh, I saw a truck with mach-e's, 4 mach-e's on it. Cool. I haven't seen the car for real. I emailed a big Ford dealer if they have one and if I can take it for a ride. Again, no reply. Now you were starting to think maybe my email address doesn't work, but it does. I get other emails. So I get my bills, no, but I get other emails there, so it works. But again, I drive the cheap looking ID4, but I love it. Got a test drive on a Mach-E end of June. That's cool. Don't you mean the heat seater? Yeah, it's true. It's the heat seater. I don't like French cars. They feel cheap inside. Again, I don't know if it's all about French. The Zoe was okay to me. The Twingo was okay for the price and what it was. But this, I don't know. It just have so many weird things. Oh my god. Just so many weird things. They offered me some stupid mobility card, like a fuel card with charge options. Yeah, the charge and fuel, right? The first subscribers are the hardest. Just do it as long as you love doing it. I love doing it. That's why I do the live stream. I do the testing of cars. For me, it's the fun having the cars, doing live stream, having interactions with you guys, and driving different cars. That's very nice. And with getting more cars and more subscribers and more videos, I get offered more cars, because last year I had, how many press cars did I have last year? The first one was the E-Up. It was my first ever press car I got. Then the Ioniq facelift with a bigger battery. Then the Zoe ZE50 and Nissan, no, a Mini Cooper and a Nissan Leaf 62 kilowatt hours. So 5. And this year I already had the BMW i3S. God, I have to think. What else did I have? I had more. Didn't I have this, then the Twingo, then Mercedes, now the Peugeot, then the Kia e-Niro, then the MG, then the ID4, and then the Kona. So already 8 cars planned. So already 3 more than last year. So I'm happy. Where am I? But Mercedes is also a bit overhyped. Volkswagen looks just as good. It's a taste thing. The Mercedes, the EQA was a bit too much for me for the interior. It looked nice, but it was just too much to see and too many reflections. It was just, maybe I'm too old for that. That's very possible. You're talking about 360 cameras coming, so it's possible with AutoPark. The two things are not connected. Well, I don't know if it's coming. Somebody said that it said it in their thing, that 360 degree is coming. I have no idea. I always thought 360 degree camera and the what is it? The parking sensors on the side is the thing to do the self-parking. But again, I don't care about self-parking. I can park myself. I don't need a car to do that, and I would never pay for that. You can get a Volkswagen Polo with auto. Yeah, I know, Jess, but you're always so freaking out about auto parking. It's the most important thing. But I just don't care about it. Subscribers is a thing, but at the moment you have 3,277,156 views. That's true. Thank you very much. Mach-E is big. Yes, it's almost an SUV, but they didn't do it. Earth Roma. Yes. Citroën are very comfy. I've never a Citroën. I never driven one. Why is he repeating the same word over and over again? I don't get it. I have 21 subscribers now. I'm catching up. That's true, Darren. You're totally my competition. I have to crush you. Are you testing the EC4? No, because it's the same as the Peugeot that I have out there. It's almost. I think I will not try to get all the other cars that have the same drivetrain, the same charging, the same battery. It's done. What do you think about a classic Hyundai Ioniq as first EV? Great car, great efficiency, not good range, but great charging for the, especially at that time, charging speed of over 60 kilowatt. That's a great. There, another woman. Woo! Am I right? Not that I'm to be mean to someone. If you want to see the Ioniq 5, you need to come to my channel, Raymond. That's true. No, Ioniq is a 28 kilowatt hour battery, was a great car. But I also like the newer one. If you don't do a lot of long distance driving, so if charging speed is not the most important part to you, I would get the bigger battery. It's just newer. The interior was better, how it worked together, the screens and everything. I preferred it. For me, I prefer the new one. Greetings from Norway. After watching your videos, I decided to buy an ID3. Thanks for the thorough reviews. Thank you for watching. I'm glad I could help. I think you're doing really good, and I'm sure the calls will come to you. I hope so. Thank you. Isn't it better to call companies instead of emailing? Emails are easy to ignore. A lot of companies, the press department don't even have phone, and if you call them, they not now. Email is better in that way that you can present yourself better with a link and what you're doing. You can put information in there, and they get it, and they don't have to read it right away. And I'm also not a fan of calling. That's the other thing. But I think EV pricing is too high. EVs are still expensive. I mean, my ID3, 46,000 euros. I pay 450 euros a month. That's a lot of money, but I love it. Again with this 360-degree camera. A lot of repeaters here today. Just came here to say, yeah, I don't like you either. I know that, Jill. What's with the baby? What's going on? You're not working there? Hyundai is a solid car. It is. I want a periscope like a 917. Okay. Kia is also good value for money. That's true. Darren, is Germany only country not accepting you? My Polo has auto parking, but I never used it. Yeah. No, the EC4 is not the same. I thought it's the same drivetrain and the same battery. They have one where I got the Peugeot. I just have to ask and see if they liked what I did with the Peugeot, and maybe I get the Citroën. I thought it's the same drivetrain, just a different chassis on top. Yes, Jill, we can go to Spain without test or quarantine from tomorrow. Right, then do that. Also saw a second Enyaq in the wild today. Cool. I only saw one ID4 in the wild. It was a towing trailer. It was the first ID4 I've seen in the wild. I've seen a few ID3. I would say 5 or 6, something like this. What I see most is Zoes and i3s. And then it's Model 3. I saw one Polestar 2 charging somewhere in Passau, and I think that's it. And yeah, that's it. Dara O'Brien's a dude, so Dara is not a lady automatically. I'm sorry. I can park without any assistance, but now I have a bigger car and I'm addicted to parking sensors. Thought no need for more. Friends allow us by July. The road trip to Spain might be on. That's cool. Cool, Darren. You plan to start vacation. I think friends will. 4th July, Jill, have a ferry crossing. Ooh, is the software obviously better now? Since the 2.0 update, what I use it for, except for the scheduled charging, and I don't use that, everything works. But, important but, the last 2 months I barely drove my ID3 because I get press cars all the time. But from January to April, mid of April till I got the Twingo, I drove it a lot and I had no problems with the ID3 at all. Not one error message, everything worked. How long do you think the high EV incentives in Germany will last? And when a lot of people are getting electric cars and it's harder to not get an electric car, then the incentives will go down step by step because there's just no other car to buy. When calling, they say, send an email with your information. All fine, then you can go to Normandy on your way to Spain before Chris for sure. That's true. New subscriber, hey, BLC Bob. Loving the channel, your views persuaded me to finally go electric. ID3 ordered. Yes! Why is everybody ordering ID3s when they watch me? Is there a theme? Just because I made, what is it, 50 videos of the ID3, maybe more? You should use comments like Easton Heimsburg for getting press cars. You can show that you actually inspire people to buy a certain car. I tell them that. I really do that. I tell them that a lot of people, I give an honest review of a car and people can make a decision based on an honest review and also testing if this is the car that they want. And I told them that I have an email, of course, how you call it? Vorlage. You know what I mean? And that says that I inspired people to buy cars because of my tests. That's Chris. I'll let Chris know what Normandy is like. Yeah, I would want to know that. Did I ever convince anyone to cook hummus? I wish I would be as inclined than Chris. I don't even know what that means. Then spoiler alert for Chris. I prefer the external look from the small battery Ionic, not sure why. And yes, interior is much better with the bigger Ionic. It's a taste thing. And it's about what you want to do. What is the price of a good wall box at home? There are so many different, they're starting at around 300-400 euros and go up to whatever. It all depends what you want to do. If it's just charging and how fast charging, if it's 2 kilowatt, 5, 7, 11 or 22, it's all up to what you want for your home. Did you see ID3 in red? What do you guys think? I only saw the configurator. I haven't seen it in real life. Chris, you should have a promo code for people buy ID3 since Volkswagen making a lot of money from you. Yeah, I said that once to Volkswagen, hey, a lot of people are buying ID3. What am I getting? And then the talks were a bit more quiet, so I'm not saying that again. Have to make a you have to make a collab with Björn Nieland. Nah, he doesn't like competition. He doesn't like to work with someone else, and it's too far. And he doesn't like me. Again, title of the video. Nobody likes me. See, it comes up so many times. Influential, sorry. Chill has been drinking again. Yeah, it's true. I was drinking today. I drank 1 can of tonic water with gin. I didn't even notice it. I thought today I'm gonna drink. No, it didn't do anything. Debbie, no one ever thought of it. Amazing idea. 400 euro wall box? Which one is that? The ID charger. And if you get a 3.6 kilowatt charger, I'm pretty sure you get it for 400 euros. I have 2 glasses of Bavarian Weisses. Erdinger, that's the stuff. Frank, bless you. I hope the God of Hamas will take care of you. Oh my God, you guys are crazy. 90 likes, still 10 likes missing. Then I go. I said that before. Tomorrow is Peugeot E2008 full range test. I don't know if I start at 8 or 8:30 because I'm so scared that the car. I want to charge to 100%. The car will be charged to 100% when I leave, but I drive 20-30 kilometers to Ionity charger where I start, and then it will be at 90%, and then it will take a half an hour to charge just 10%. That was amazing with the Mercedes EQA. Was done in a few minutes because it charges amazing even from 90 to 100%. That was so amazing. I've loved it. I want to get a home charger installed, but the wires need to be run through the house. Can anyone tell me how thick the wiring is? This is something that your electrician has to look at because the thickness of the wiring has to do with the power, voltage, which is included in the power because it's amps times voltage, and how long the cable is. An electrician has to look at that. Okay, this is where we connect the cable. It goes, you need of course a breaker, and then maybe you need a type B fuse if the charger doesn't have that, because you cannot have any DC voltage current going into the house. There has to be a special fuse for that, which is expensive if the charger doesn't have that. And Again, then to the charger, how long the cable is, and then you can calculate how thick the cable has to be. And is it 3-phase, is it 2-phase, 400 volt, 230 volt, or whatever? Or maybe you're in the UK, 110 volt, loser voltage. So I have 400 volt, so it's 230 volt 3-phase, but it's called 400 volt in Germany. And I do 11 kilowatt, but I made the cable so I can charge 22 kilowatt even above that. So I even have a thicker cable. I can do more than 22 kilowatts, which I will never do. But still, I could do it. And all the plugs are also rated for 22 kilowatt that I'm using at home. Oh my God, that was a lot today. Where were we? London dry chin. That's true. Nobody likes the Germans. It's a war thing. That's true. I drove the ID4 yesterday. My neighbor works for a Volkswagen dealer, so he made me have it for a day. It was very impressive. Really made me look forward to my Enyaq. That's good. Enyaq is different to the ID4 in a few things, and you will notice it right away. Instrument cluster, buttons are different. I don't like the screen of the Enyaq. I prefer ID3, ID4. Driving wise, the Enyaq I felt a tiny bit better, but I will get the ID4 soon, and then I can say, okay, it's really no different. It was just in my imagination. Maybe there is no difference, but it felt a bit better. I think the cables are Apex 1.5 inches. ID charger comes with the car or without for 400 euros with F1 breaker and 11 kilowatt. Hardly. In Germany, the normal 11 kilowatt charger was 399 euros. I think it went up by 60 or 7 euros, and it has the type the B whatever breaker in it, and it's 11 kilowatt. Yes. 3.6 kilowatt charger is 150 Canadian dollars, and AliExpress. That's the stuff to buy on AliExpress. The Dutch, like Germans, we just want our bikes back. Yeah, and we don't want campers in the country. That's the German joke for the Netherlands. They drive around in Germany with the campers. But I like Germans. I love Erdinger. What's your opinion about Israeli-Palestinian conflict? This guy, I'm the wrong one for just stop fighting. That's my opinion. Stop fighting, talk to each other. What's the problem? Okay, you want a bit of this land? Here, you can have it if we stop fighting and people dying. And the people can still live there. My God, Olivia is going by herself down. I'm too loud, I guess. It's the first time. Normally she just goes down when I go down. See, even she doesn't like me. Yeah, she stopped fighting. That's my thing. I have a 750 milliliter La coffee ready, but it's a bit much for me alone. Okay, coffee. Did you buy your ID3 in cash or do you pay per month? I'm leasing it, private leasing. I pay 453, I think, euros a month. 46 euros for insurance, and then I have a power contract where I said that I will use a lot of power, green energy at home, and you pay monthly, and it's so much that I said that I will never use it, but when I say that much, then the price per kilowatt hours was cheaper, and that's why I did it. And if I don't use it, I get the money back in the end of the year. So I did this. So it's not cheap, not at all, and you guys are paying for it. To be honest, I could afford the ID3 without my YouTube income, but it wouldn't be. It's true, 104 likes. You can all go and watch Björn drive the e-tron GT. But with the income from YouTube, I can just afford it easier. It's still let's say with power, 550 euros a month. Say it like that. Where were we? Does anyone here know when remote parking features and stuff are going to be available? I'm getting an Enyaq, but I'm guessing it's similar. I don't know if they ever want to implement this, but with the Enyaq you have more possibility because it has the 360-degree camera, but nobody knows for sure. Photostorm, high five. La Café Brewery is close by parents. By the way, La Café is only known by Belgian in Netherlands. Oh. You will get more thumbs down if you pick on UK subs. That's true. Why am I picking? UK is 230 volt single phase. So it is. I thought UK has 100. Is it just the States that has 110 volts? I'm so sorry. I apologize. I'm so sorry. Canada only had 110 volt. I was wrong. See? Go trash me. I live in Holland, not the Middle East. Do you think Italian singer got cocaine live at Eurovision or not? Yes. I saw a video about the heat pump on ID3. Do you still think that the investment is not profitable in a southern region? The heat pump is not profitable in any region. So a heat pump in an ID3 saves a bit of energy, but you will never save in 10 years 1,200 euros what the heat pump costs. It's just a feature for comfort. You get more range and you don't have to charge that long. So it's about that. We have 240 volt, but at 5 pence kilowatt hour, we're not the losers. That's true. Wouldn't say that for the storm, but for sure really enjoy it once. Why do you say you can't get Tesla Model 3 for a test? You can make your wife book a test drive or just get one for a day or two. Yeah, the problem is I don't get it for a day or two. I booked a Tesla Model 3 test drive once in Linz, the closest, which is 2 hours away. The next center, Tesla, whatever, not service center, where they have cars for test drives, and you get it for 45 minutes. And I'm not driving to Linz to drive 45 minutes with a car and then bring it back. Nah. And I don't know. And I can't go to Austria, so I have to go to Munich, and then it's above 2 hours. That's true. Dutch and campus in European joke, not only in Germany. That's good. Germans are okay. They do good beer. No, Germans suck. It's true. Only for football, the Mannschaft is so annoying. Do you believe in extraterrestrial life? No, I don't. Not in this galaxy. Not in an area where aliens could come to Earth. There is maybe extraterrestrial life, but not, smart stuff that builds stuff and comes here. I love bratwurst and pommes. That's good. We can go watch Björn as he has not insulted UK people recently. That's true, recently, because he's sleeping. In Norway, it's most usual to get 11 kilowatt charger installed, but they are quite expensive, like 500 to 800 euros, depends if it's a smart charger. Yeah, that comes, of course, if you have app or whatever, then of course it's more expensive. If only all Israel and Palestinians would be watching Chris, war would be over. Wise words. That's true. I mean, it's just that simple. It's just stupid. Why would you attack someone and then they attack you, and then people of what you like die, and then shouldn't you think, maybe I shouldn't have attacked? Then those people wouldn't have died. Huh. Yeah, I'm sorry. Wir lieben die Deutschen. Don't do that. Yeah, stop talking the mach-e out of native electricity voltage. That stuff really hurts. I don't know what that means. Stop taking the mach-e out of our native electricity voltage. So because are we still at the 110 volts? I'm sorry. Roman, go around your neighborhood. It's caravan season right now. Is it escort at my village? Sorry, no caravan here. Same here in Finn. Only max 1 hour test drive. Yeah. Have you seen the Shmi 150 video where he's crying with his Porsche Taycan when charging in the UK? No, I haven't seen it. I have heard of it. I have watched Shmi back in the day, and he's just a big petrol head, and that's okay. And of course he wants to. He's living off of YouTube, and of course he will have problems with the Taycan in charging. Even Ove did one thing where he couldn't charge at Ionity, and it had to do with his car, and that the handshake didn't work, so it wasn't the chargers. Germany was amazing at European yesterday. Must be proud. I haven't seen it. If there's intelligent life outside Earth, this will not come here. I hope so. It would be stupid. Stop it, Chris. It's all alien. You can't get him taken for probing by FBI. Oh god. In French, ID3 prices have just dropped to fight the Tesla price drop. Is it the same in other European countries? I have no idea. But it's great for you. Kiss, can you say something nice about French? Frank is here. I have nothing against France. What do you have against France? I was there once for 2 weeks. I was in Paris when I was 10 or so. And then I was somewhere on the coast. I have no idea where. I just know the current was so strong that it pulled me out and we couldn't just go into the ocean on a very limited stretch. That's all I know. So I couldn't say anything. The Eiffel Tower was great. I loved the high thing. And I loved the Louvre. So even though I look like a weirdo, I loved, even as a 10-year-old, I loved looking at the amazingly big paintings when it's not just two faces and that's it. If it's so many characters and you can watch one painting for an hour to see all the details. Even as a 10-year-old, I like that. I would want to do that again. And I want to go to France with Cindy. So what are you saying about that? I'm pretty sure Elon is coming from another universe. Yeah, he was in Berlin at the Gigafactory again. The picture. I'm the boss. Oh god, I can do whatever I want. Yeah, I'm sorry. I'm getting. I'm not annoyed with Elon. I'm just more and more annoyed with Tesla overall. I'm sorry. I'm just not the biggest fan of the company. I love the cars, but not the company. And I hear more and more stuff where I'm like, yeah, I know. Not that all other countries are amazing. Not at all. And it's not just the company's fault. It's the people that own the cars too. Do you know what EV you will go after the ID3 lease is up? No, not yet. I thought about the Kia EV6 GT, but it's coming too early. So my lease is up in 2.5 years. So in September of 23. And the EV6 GT comes earlier. It's also too expensive, I guess. And I've seen that it's all leather seats and I don't want that. You can change that. I don't want leather seats. 113 likes even. So I don't know yet. But at that time, in 3 years, there will be something else amazing coming up because the development is just great. And I'm not focused just doing Volkswagen cars. It can be anything. Lots of ID3s said in dealers here, no waiting time. That's good. Come on, Patreon. You said French. I never said that. I said the car, not the French people. And you said you were starting the fight with saying France 1 and Germany 0. So it was your fault. Thanks, but I have nothing for France. Bye, Darren. Crossing fingers for your vaccination. What, Darren? I thought you already had all your vaccinations. Wow, you love art? Me too. See, we go to the Louvre together. See, I even say it almost right. France was unforgettable for Chris. It was like he was there yesterday. I couldn't say what age I was. I remember that I had a big accident with my bike. So it was an all sandy, of course, sandy beach, and we were in a camping space. My parents love camping with the camper, so we drove with a camper there, first in Paris, and then to the ocean. I couldn't tell you where we were. I just don't know. I was too small, too young, and I remember it was all sand, and they made, of course, a road where you can bike, and then on the side was also sand, but it was pressed down, so it was not soft. But not everywhere. And I was driving and then I came off the road a bit and there was just this hole where the tires just went into the sand because it was so not compressed and I flew. I remember that. That's what I remember of France. The Louvre, the paintings, the Eiffel Tower, the water that was dragging me out and the people on the beach. Get back in, but I'm pretty sure not in English. And that I flew with the bike. And there was a pretty girl. I remember that too. and her name was Angelique. See, this is the stuff I remember. Oh my god. Oh, you were way too fast. We'll go somewhere chill, maybe even top of Scotland. Where was you born? Are you a true German? Yes, I'm sadly a true German. I was born 20 kilometers from here. I live still even in the same area. I lived in Canada for 6 months, and I lived in Munich, in Regensburg, and that was it. So except for Canada, I never left Bavaria. What did you say to Björn to make him not like you? Well, it's not me. It's the people following me. And he doesn't like competition, that's it. Scotland is great too. Did Björn not like Chris? Never heard of that. Yeah, Scotland is nice. Cindy was there and it's amazing. And she wants me to come at some point. I'm just not a fan of flying. I'm in Scotland now doing some road trip videos on my channel, chill. That's good. Tesla should at least work with the union. I have no idea. Are you annoyed with Elon after losing money on your Dogecoin? No. I'm not annoyed with Elon. I just... It's more about people, you know, lifting him up to God status. That's a bit... Okay. Calm down. It's the same with Tesla overall. Everything is great from they have a lot of fanboys. Volkswagen has that too. Mercedes had that. I've seen a few comments from people. They were freaking out that I didn't like something about a Mercedes. But with Tesla, it's just getting to a level where, okay. Yes, and that's the whole thing. The great cars, I say it every time. When I see Smith's video, he's so clumsy with the charge cable. It's too thick. It's a gas hose, not too thick. Also, I'm driving an EV. Tesla fanboys are a tiny part of why I sold mine. Originally had the ID3 booked, but switched to Tesla. Bad mistake. Next up, ENIAC. Well, what was bad with the Tesla? I think the cars are great. 114, you can go 117 even. Hey, Wolf! You never say anything. You're just watching till 100 and then you say something. Hey, you said French football teams suck too. I said that they lost at something and I don't even watch soccer or football. I have no idea about that. Hello, Lars Peter Meyer Bedin. If this is your real name, that's awesome. Cool. What do you think of the Nissan Ariya? I think it will come out and will be already outdated because they were catching up with the Ariya in a way what the Nissan Leaf didn't do. And when it will be a big SUV with a bit bigger battery than the Nissan Leaf had, and CCS plug and active cooling and good charging speed at around 100 kilowatt or something. This is something that I should have had 2 years ago. I think EV help me, development is going way faster. Ioniq 5, Kia EV6, they're doing the right thing. Going 800 volt, going 230 kilowatts. The range is not amazing, but they're doing it more with charging and with new stuff. I like that a lot. No, we can go to Rijksmuseum together when you come here. Okay. I've had both jabs. Jill said vacation. A jab mean vaccinations. I went to France with the school. The teacher said I was getting pop drink and it was water. I feel we talk too much about France because of my presence here. This makes me feel like ill at ease, but merci. No, it's just a topic. It's already gone. We can do a video out with Chris and Chill episode 1. Yeah. But I want big paintings, not the small ones. So for example, Mona Lisa, it's a nice painting, but it's just, what is it, this big? I want the big ones. That's awesome. To sit there and just, I could see myself being in Paris for a week and just every day just be in there with something to drink and a coffee or whatever and do that. I can see myself doing that. Angelique was a man. Oh my god. You guys are so mean. First making fun of Dutch campers and then telling us you did it yourself? I'm not making fun. I say that's a stereotype. I never made fun of that. Oh, Angelique is a French porn star name from the 80s. Oh my god. Hello, what cars will you test next? I I have a Peugeot E2008 right now. Tuesday I'm getting a Kia e-Niro. 2 weeks later I get the MG ZS EV. Then an ID4 and then Hyundai Kona facelift. Oh, donation. Charno Tiny, €5. Thank you very much. Keep up the good work. Greetings from Finland. What's your work history? How did you get into EVs? Work history is I didn't work. Then I was university and didn't make it. Was electrician stuff. Was just calculation. That wasn't interested. Then I was on a private school learning music recording. I was good at that, and I'm a musician myself. Guitar, bass, drums, and whatever. I can sing a bit. So I opened a recording studio, but that failed after 2001 when the Euro came. Just nobody recorded anymore, and I had to give that up. Then I worked at a gas station for 2 years. Then we went to Canada. I didn't work there. I was a guitar teacher for a while. Then I worked at a grocery store part-time, and then I started working at a warehouse, and I'm now at my third job as working in a warehouse, and I like it. That's my background. How did I get into EVs? I think I watched a lot of car channels, and I watched one, what was his name? Salomondrin, and he had a lot of money and tested, I don't know, Bugattis and whatever. And he had a Model X, and I saw the screen and what he can do with the car, and I was hooked. This is amazing. I want a laptop on wheels. And then I watched more and more, and then I drove a Hyundai Ioniq from a dealership close by, and then I was hooked. I want to drive electric for the rest of my life. That was it. Thank you for supporting. That's nice. Where were we? What coffee it takes next? Björn only likes Björn. Scotland with boat. My parents, yeah, that's far though and expensive. My parents, and takes long. Cindy won't do that. My parents had driven to north of Denmark on the North Sea, and it was allowed to drive on the beach back then. And the car stuck on the beach finally. Great holiday in Kaufmann. Have you seen my dad? No. Does Cindy know about your filing about Angelique affair? No, she does not. Wait a minute, is Elon not God? Yeah, that's weird. Oh my, thankfully Cindy is sleeping. She would be totally fine. We have, I told you, Jill, we have that new band that we like, Swedish melodic death metal freak band, amazing. Amazing live. And she finds the guitar player very attractive. That's a double standard. She can say that. If I would say, hey, that woman in that show is attractive, she would be totally mad. That's how it is. That's women. That's okay. Boat from Amsterdam on top of England that drive 3 hours north to God's country with Cindy. Tesla nowadays remember me of Apple in the glory jobs days pushing harder. Yeah, Tesla and Apple is very close. The Audi e-tron GT did do his Arctic cycle better than Tesla Model 3. So he will redo it with the Tesla Model 3. That's weird. So you did the test, and now another car is doing it better, and you can't believe it, so you have to do it again. That's a bit weird. Chris loves Angelique. Maybe we should find Angelique back. Yeah, it's true. The Tesla had been back 9 times for repairs in 14 months. Still not fixed. Time to get rid of it. Yeah, but that's not Tesla overall. That just can happen. Hi, Blautson. That can happen with an ID3 too. I see the ID3 forum. There are cars that are for repairs for a long time and still not fixed. That just can happen. Are you considering to cut your hair maybe when you're older? Cindy would kill me, and I'm also fine with it. I don't care. At some point I can cut my hair. It's not a big deal to me, but she would freak out. Yeah, that's how it is. Is it German or Swedish second names? It is German and Swedish second names. Berry Life. I did not watch since beginning, just arrived. Jumped in and wanted about 114 thumbs at arrival. Good harvest so far. Yeah, how long are we in? Where do I see how long we're in? Just the time? Yeah, 1.5 hours. Any new 1,000-kilometer grand challenges? Nope. Tomorrow, full range test with the E2008. Angelique is my mother's name. Maybe it was her. Mona Lisa is crap. Night Witch by Rembrandt is fairly big. It's a big as some of Louvre. Again, I was very young. I don't know anymore. Hello, what you making about i3 45 kilowatt hour in UK? Are you recommending it? I don't know yet because I haven't driven it. It's all about if the range is enough and you want to save money, and if you don't need the charging speed. I mean, you can pay for 100 kilowatt. If you need that, go for it. It doesn't have the power, but it's also lighter. Frank, I think Chris is your father then. You should do a 1,000-kilometer challenge with the Porsche Taycan two-wheel drive and beat Björn his records. I would love that, but Porsche doesn't give me a car. And no private person would give me a car to drive 1,000 kilometers. I asked Next Move, which is a German rental car business for EVs, and they told me that 1 kilometer in the Taycan is €2. So it would cost me €2,000, and I still have to pick up the car, so it's even more to do that test. So no, I've not seen your dad, Jill. Have you? Hey, surely was a Waldo fanboy. Hello, what do you think about hydrogen fuel cell cars? It's a good technique, or technology, not technique. It's when it comes to power a car, but the problem right now, as hydrogen is being produced right now, that it's not. First of all, it's not as efficient as battery electric cars because you have another step in there to get the hydrogen and to get the electricity in the car to have power because the fuel cell is doing something. And right now, hydrogen, how it's being made, is not very good. But it of course has its advantages when it comes to fueling up. And it's amazingly expensive. A charging station, a filling up station hydrogen right now costs €1,000,000, I think. And in Germany, we have like 10. So it's not going anywhere right now. And normal EVs are just right now. So maybe in a very long future, when they can make hydrogen just with solar power and save it somewhere and not have to transport it. So that the best scenario would be having a hydrogen fueling stations the same as you have normal fueling stations right now, and they generate their own hydrogen with solar panels on the roof. But it's just expensive, and that has to be paid. You can do the 1,000-kilometer drive at higher speed in Germany, so we never get the record back. Yeah, I thought that too, but have you seen that my EQA was 12 minutes slower than Björn's, and he was just doing 120, but he never had a construction site where he has to drive 60 or 80 like me. That's the thing. When I get the ID4, I want to find a route between two Ionity chargers so maybe 120 kilometers, 150 kilometers apart, where I can drive top speed, charge, and then go back to the other charger where there is no construction, no speed limit, and I want to do the fastest time ever. I hope so. We'll see. Blaming failure on Euro, great. No, I don't know if it was. I know that because of the Euro, a lot of bands were saving money, and then they didn't come to record. That was the thing. Chris does well not working. He's an expert at it. That's true. Darren was talking about Jürgen, my new dad. That's you. Hi. Do you have any idea when the first over-the-air update on ID3 will be taking place? What is it be about? Somewhere I read that it will be week 21. I know when it will be, and I know some things that will come, but I'm not allowed to tell. I had a meeting with Volkswagen. We talked about that too. And I will be getting more info when the info is set. Right now, it's just maybe this, we'll see. Maybe this will fall out of the update. And I will have another meeting in a few weeks with them. And then I know what will be in there. And then they tell me what I can tell you. And then there will be a video. Name of Swedish band, Avatar. So same as the movie. But they were named this, I think, first. I can't remember. This is the last petrol car that drives. The next car will be electric. Cool. Chris, we found Angelique back. That's Frank's mother. My Model 3 is 15 months old. Nothing has gone wrong. I understand that. Maybe Chris' old girlfriend, if we find her, she may be 500 pounds today. That's mean. Do you have any hobbies? Yes, YouTube. That's all I have. I work full time, and then YouTube, and that fills out every minute. I mean, when I have with the Mercedes EQA, I did 14 videos or more. So after work, I film videos, do tests, and test drive takes long. For example, the Rakobi test takes 5 to 6 hours, depending how fast the car is charging. And then editing takes a few hours, uploading, commenting, blah, blah, blah. That takes all a lot of time. What's the vaccination situation in Germany now? I have no idea. I registered for vaccination today, but I have no idea how long that takes and what it will happen. I'm not following that. We'll see. Chris likes to build church in paper clips on his free time. Yeah. He also has collection of hotel bathrobes. I don't want to be dependent from oil companies anymore. Those gas prices are criminal. That's true. I have to say that's very nice when you drive electric. And I drive every day across my work is a gas station. And I see the prices 150, 160. And I'm like, huh, I would have to gas up right now. It would be very expensive. I like that, especially when I have a car like the Mercedes EQA, where Mercedes is also providing a charging card, so I don't have to pay for charging. That's awesome. I'm sorry, this is UK is 230 volts. Yes, you're a bit late, but true. Maybe you have a delay. Let's start a GoFundMe for the rental of the Porsche. Nobody will pay 2,000 euros for that. No, no, no. And this is just for the kilometers. I still have to pay for rent the Porsche. Oh my God, would you charge a self-charging station? ID4 Grand Tour. Do not forget that the ID4 only charges 125 kilowatt. If you arrive below 10% and 25%, the whole curve will start about 20 kilowatts lower for 10 to 80%. I know that. What is the main difference between ID3 City and Live? You have to look at the... I'm pretty sure on the Volkswagen configurator you can see what the different options are, because I don't know. I'm sorry. I have a first edition plus. Totally different. Not bad idea. If the power they produce is green, you can't fill a hydrogen car at home. It's also true. I have to pick a new lease car. EQA and Audi Q4 e-tron are on my final list. I will pick the Q4, bigger boot, more range. However, I like the test drive with the UK. What are your thoughts? I haven't driven the Q4 yet. So I don't know too much about it. I'm pretty sure the Q4 will charge a bit better. More range, I think I heard. But I don't know anything about the Q4 yet. I'm sorry. Seems like the best use scenario for hydrogen would be buses. Yeah, that's a good idea. Do you like Aptera? It's an EV you think you will do well, even in Europe, if you're lucky to get it. I heard the name, but that's it. I know nothing about it. Oh my God, after Frank, I believe we have another Frenchie today with Didier. I don't know what that means. Chris needs a racetrack to do lap times. That would be different from Björn. Yeah, Björn has almost no traffic ever. It's Norway, not Germany. Yeah, that could be it too. Over-the-air update equals self-parking? No. ID3 will not get self-parking in that version. There's stuff missing. 40% is the current German vaccination based on first shot. See, Wolf is doing all the stuff. I don't know that. Maybe we should go park an EV at a petrol station, since petrol cars parked at our chargers and ice them. Hey, by the way, I have to say that where I work, on the other side, there's a charging station, a triple charger, not far away. I charged there a few times, and it's at an electronics store, so you buy TVs and whatever, and it's always busy. And every time I walk by, when I walk Wesley or Olivia and Wesley together, or I drive by, nobody ever parks at the charger. And it's amazing, and I think it's because it's an electronic store and it's 90% men, and they know that this is electric. They know I'm buying something electric anyways, and this is not for me, and they're okay with it. I don't know what would happen if it would be extremely busy, that there's no parking except for those two. But again, I was very surprised. Cool. Where were we? Schule is your 40% vaccination rate after first shot. We have this. Hydrogen dead. Yeah, Aptera is 3-wheel car from US. Rare lightweight. 3-wheel car, and so lightweight, no space. It's not a car. I'm sorry. It's not something I need. Then I can drive the Twizy 2 from Renault. I don't know. I want a real car. It's something that people want to buy, to use, comfortable, can drive to wherever you want to go in a reasonable time and not charge too slow. That's the stuff. I read there will be possibility of special mode on Model S Play to do 100 kilometers in less than 2 seconds. Can't believe that. There's been a few videos out there that already proved that the Model S cannot do 0 to 100 kilometers an hour in less than 2 seconds. First of all, it's 0 to 60 miles per hour, so that's 96. And Tesla, when you go in the fine print, says that this is with the first roll, whatever foot, I don't know what they call it, rollover, whatever. That means the car is already rolling and then measuring starts, and then it can do it under 2 seconds. The real time will be at 2.2, 2.3, which is still amazing, but it's not 2 seconds. This will be something that the real under 2 seconds what the Rematch C2 will do. Don't they want to reveal the car, the real name and everything soon, the world premiere, and then give it to journalists and everything? This should start soon. I'm excited about that. I wrote Rematch about the car to do a range test. They never replied. So Croatians are the same as Germans. They don't reply. Oh my god. Here in Denmark, that are replacing buses with electric buses now. You can nearly feel the better air in the center of the city. Cool. The worst is a Leaf parked in parking bay, not even plugged in. That's true. Or what I hate, a little rant going on, is when there's a free charger, a triple charger, with CCS, CHAdeMO or Type 2, and you can only use, there are a few triple chargers, especially the free ones, where you can only use one. So if someone is using the Type 2 charger, you can't use the other one. And then there's a hybrid charging, and hybrid charges with 3.6 kilowatt or something. So nothing. This is when then fully electric cars could charge with 50 kilowatt, and he's charging with a 3.6 kilowatt. Hybrid should be not allowed to charge at public charging stations. There, I said it. They should charge at home. Ha! When Volkswagen builds solid-state battery, they will do 700,000 kilometers. Gas cars are history. But we'll see when that will happen. I don't think it will happen in the next 10 years. There was talk about the solid-state batteries for a long time. We'll see. I think I will keep my eyes for a few more years. When everybody will go EV, I will be an ice hipster. Well, it's totally understandable if people don't want to go electric right now. I get it. I want to push EVs, but I get people are saying I can't afford it right now. It's just buying one is more expensive, or it's too much of a hassle for what I need the car. I also get that. Totally get it. Hi Chris, can the Bluetooth in ID3 connect 2 phones device at a time? I don't think so, no. I think that's rarely working at the same time too. I really don't think so that happens. Casper, mine too. Time to win lottery. 1 foot rollout. That's it, thank you. What do you think of the BMW looks kidney-shaped grill? Just awful. Yeah, I'm also not a... You mean the i4? Same as the iX3. Yeah, I should contact BMW for the iX3 again. If I can get that car for a press car. They should get the car soon. Yeah, it's not very good looking. I don't know, it screams, look at me, I need air to bring into my engine. It's 12:57. I'm sorry for that. Do you still think people don't like you after this live session? Well, a lot of people on Canada. What do you think of a Portuguese from Luxembourg? They're amazing. I love the Portuguese. Hi Chris, is the ID5 just a coupe of ID4? Yes, it's the same car as ID4, just a different form. So you have do you have less or more trunk space? I can't remember. I think less. Can't remember. People definitely hate Chris. See? He's spreading the hate. Jill is the problem. I really want to go EV. I've been interested in them for the last 10 years, but too expensive. Again, I get it. It's a lot of money. And especially now, you have no idea what happens. If you buy an electric car right now, if you buy it, no lease, and then 2 years later you want to sell it, it's possible that nobody wants your EV because it's totally old technology, because the new ones have 500 kilowatt and 1,000 kilometers of range, and doesn't make sense to buy an old EV. Very possible. And then you only for city use, and then you don't get money. Is Calimero your real name? The guy named Chris, but it's not really his real name. Calimero was a funny thing. Calimero mit sombrero. I watched that cartoon. New BMW looks like a car on cocaine. Owner of EV and hybrids who don't know anything about the charging rate of the car they own, including Leaf, Tesla, and basically no knowledge of what they lease or buy. Okay, what's the point? I don't get it. I saw Mazda MX-30 review. Oh my god, they have fake engine sound. Hilarious and embarrassing. Oh man. Yeah, Mazda was weird. I contacted them once. I got a good reply. Yes, we can do that in March. Please contact me again in February. I did. And then no reply. I emailed again. No reply. Oh yeah. Shall we have a vote on who hates Chris more than Björn? Björn doesn't hate me. He's just not interested in other people. I don't hate him. He's a good man. Hey, a few months ago I bought used Model S for cheap. I drove 20,000 kilometers and get what? 0 problems. That's awesome. Enjoy it. Yes, the ID4 have less trunk space. Okay, haters gonna hate. We're spelled with a hard G. Portuguese. That's true. Driving, I hate Chris more than anyone. No, it's a Portuguese. You're confused. I had missed the beginning, therefore my questions, any news about a guest or co-host or co-writer? Yes, that's why the video is called that way. I contacted all of them, even one more, and the one more wrote back right away and said it's too far. Michael Schmidt. It's too far for him. Maybe sometimes we can make a video together, but it's just too far. Then the other people didn't email back. Jill here left a comment at Folkmoker's last video, and then he emailed me back that it's too far because he's living in around Nuremberg, so 200 kilometers. And so I emailed back, maybe we can do it closer in Regensburg or something. So he's just 100 kilometers away, but he hasn't replied since then. And the other 3 didn't reply at all. Everybody hates me. Yeah, that's it. Nobody hates Chris. Yeah, so current EVs are like 3-year-old iPhones. Worthless. I wouldn't say that worthless, but you don't know what will happen. It could be totally different. I could be totally wrong. And that the new EVs have better technology, but are also very expensive. And then a used ID3 could be something very amazing. Or a used Leaf or whatever. I'm just saying, you don't know. If we all wait to buy, they will need to buy a boat. It's true. Wolf, good news, there's one. Bad news, it will be me. It would be amazing if Jill would do it, but he's a sucker. 100 kids, not even married, and still doesn't want to come here. Love the Italian restaurant in your town. There was an Italian restaurant? There are many Italian restaurants in Passau. I wonder if Björn is getting all excited that Chris mentioned him. Probably not. I don't think so. I get excited when he mentions me. He did it twice. I ran into a hybrid person. They said they had the car 3 years and never put it on a charger till the day. I met them. They did not know how to use the charger. I understand that. They do it with the car. Hi, a few months ago I bought used Model S for cheap. Yeah, you already said that. You're repeating yourself. Is it spam? Fun fact, Chris is begging me, but I keep on rejecting him. It turns him on. Well, the first thing stops is true, but it turns him on is wrong. That's not true. I'm sorry, Jill. Yeah, so waiting and nothing is happening. Okay, so end the stream now. 134 likes is cool. We had a €5 support, thank you. And tomorrow live stream 8:30. I will see in the morning when with the Peugeot E2008 full range test and then full charging test. And that will be fun. So go through the... My God, you drive so much, talk so much. Just entered Björn's live and he was talking about Björn right now. About the 1,000 kilometers. Björn doesn't love competition. Maybe Björn does not like Chris because you do the same tests. I do similar tests, but there are other people that do similar tests. Where's the cat today? He's right now here. He's just peed in the litter box. I can hear him. Maybe he will be coming. Who knows? I had a CLA 250E and didn't ever put gas in it. That's the opposite. That's cool. ICE cars usually lose at least 35% in first year plus fuel cost plus road tax. Damn, I thought I turned you on. Hi Chris, probably know the answer, but max equipment corner or ID3 First Plus? ID3 First Plus. If you ask me ID3 First Plus or Ioniq 5 or EV6, I have to drive them first. Then I can tell you that. Give you a like. Thank you, Nigel. Bye. Björn is in the past for me. I'm so sorry. Do you think the free speed on Autobahn is cool, or do you think they should limit to a more reasonable speed? Well, for me, I get it why they want a reasonable speed. Safety, emissions and whatever. For me, as testing cars, free speed is amazing. I'm sorry. And I enjoy it too. Sometimes to drive 200 is fun. I'm sorry. But in a Polestar 2, that was fun. Let us give Chris the 150 thumbs. No. It's fine. I would like to buy a used ID3 if you have any advice, anything special to look for. I know there was a scam where they said you still get the incentives for the country, but it was in Germany. No, you get the one that you think fits you the best with all the features and whatever. Get it only with the 2.1 update, so 0792 software, so you don't have to do that. And that's it. You're okay. Could be worse. Could be Canadian. My wife is Canadian. Have you ever thought of getting sponsorship on your bathrobe? No, and no one would do that. Cat is here. Hey, Finnegans. Finny, come here. People want to see you. Come. There you go. See, you haven't seen Finnegan in a long time. Yeah, he was at my parents for 6 weeks or so. And now they went on holidays. They're both fully vaccinated and they're with the camper 40 kilometers away or so. Yeah, that's what people like. I never thought about sponsorship and I get people that saying, can we do advertising on your channel? But it's mostly games. I don't want to do that. Maybe Björn is unhappy with Chris. Chris is better looking. Yeah, that's true. I think I do different, I maybe do a similar tests than Björn, but I make different videos. I think I put more emotion in it. I put more of my opinion in it. And I have different focus. He has focus on the space, for example, and on self-driving features. I have focus on the driving feel, steering and stuff like that. Let me whisper the name to your ear. Angelique. I like Chris because he's German. That's the only reason why you like me? Because I'm German? Would like to drive to Germany? You can do that. I drive non-stop 200. Oh, I would love driving 200 kilometers in my ID4. Well, you can't. Get that GTX and you can drive 180. Hello, everyone. You can say no one would do that without trying. It's almost over. Advertising on your channel, but it's mostly gays. You don't thought though. What the hell? What is talking about this? No jokes. What's happening here? Okay, I think that's it for today. I don't see you and Björn as competition. I don't see that either. I watch you both for different things. Yeah, I'm the same. Even if we would do exactly the same, it's still different presented in a different country, in a different way. So I don't have any problem with him. Thanks, nice cat. Thought you only have dogs. I have 2 dogs. We have 2 dogs living here and 1 cat. You're a nice guy. Thank you. Same for my parents. Vaccinated and I'm up and away for RV holidays and traveling around Finnegan. I can't see. Even 50 kilometers are enough considering a different region they can conquer with the e-bikes. Exactly the same thing here, but no e-bikes yet, but soon. I think Chris talks nicer to fans than Björn does. Oh, wait till I have 200,000 subscribers, then I will complain to you if you say kilowatt hours instead of kilowatt. I mean, hello, how stupid are you? And I will say did mistake and make mistake. One more word to Björn and he's off. Let us jump in and do some backseat driving with Björn. He will love it. 40 kilometers, they are heroes. Björn's Patreon is priceless, literally. It's true. We all watch Björn to see who is he insulting today, but that's entertaining. The cat is stealing the show. He's amazing. Finnegan is amazing. Look at this tail. So shiny. Even in the video it looks amazing. The cat is 147. Now time for 3 final thumbs to let him prepare the live stream tomorrow. Love from Brexit land. Björn had weird music taste. Well, it's just, yeah, it's a bit more dancey than I would like, but hello, everybody does something different. Or remember to become Patreon. That's true. Become a Patreon. You get so many posts. Yesterday I posted 5 things. You get early access to stuff. You get input into stuff. What should I do? Blah, 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 blah. You get news right away if I get a car or whatever soon. If I have email contact with someone. You get all the stuff. My Patreon rules. I can really say that. And I can honestly say that my Patreon is better than Björn's Patreon. I can really say that. And I'm standing by it. My Patreon rules. And my patrons, the people that are my Patreons also rule. They're awesome. 54 people now, a few left because I did less on the ID3. They just were there to see what with the ID3, and then I went on from the ID3 to new cars, and then they left. That's okay. Cindy is very funny. I like her opinion on cars. I love Cindy too. Yeah, she didn't want to do E2008 review because she said, except for the seat, there's nothing that she liked, and she doesn't want to be so negative. Forgot about kilowatt hour. Really, e-bike life, watt hours are what counts. Chris has a shiny tail like the cat has. We get pics of Cindy feeds. That's true. For the finished around us. True story. Chris, have you tried Ladepark? Looks like a nice places. Isn't that the big charging thing? But it's far away from here in Hilden or whatever. Does your channel cover the cost of your ID3? No, I cover the cost. You mean if what I what I earn here covers the cost? Yes, it does. More than that. I earn more with you guys watching my videos and live streams than ID3 with insurance and whatever costs. And I have Patreon also, and donations and whatever. We get lots posts when Chris has nothing to do. That's true. And when I test cars, I make little pictures and say I'm doing these tests or whatever. And Patreon sponsorship comes with lots of stupid comments by me in bonus. Other people too. Recently, Norwegian Ninja involves some cool rock tracks. Yes, Kreuzhilden. Cindy is scared of Peugeot fanboys. Yeah. Hey, Casper, thank you very much. It's very nice of you. It's good that I waited, huh? Money! 150 thumbs. One more. Bedtime big. I have 149 here. That's weird. Thank you, Casper, for the support. I appreciate that very much. Also, if you get insights in unhealthy lifestyle, that's true. You get to see my breakfast on the weekends because I eat very unhealthy on the weekends. During the week, I'm very healthy. Oh, 151 likes. But on the weekend, we don't. And sometimes, well, I don't. Cindy is always healthy. Sometimes we have treat day every 2 weeks, and then she also eats crap, so cookie dough and whatever. And I do it a lot. I love sweets. Now he has money, he cannot now buy food. That's true. What's the weather like? It was crap. It should be okay tomorrow. We'll see. Okay, now I stop. Thank you much for the stream. That was very entertaining. When there are 50, 60, 70 people here, that's really nice to have a nice conversation here. That I enjoy answering questions if I know. I don't know everything. It's not much, but you can buy 2 of a coffee. That's true. I can buy more. Way more. But again, thank you guys. See you tomorrow. Live stream Peugeot E2008. How much do you get from Super Chat? I think 20% goes to goes to Google, something like that. And then it is as a conversion rate, and Google takes something more. It says here that the whole thing, the €5 before, and then Casper's is €11.72. But again, 20% off for Google, because Google needs money. Okay, so the best thing is a PayPal donation, but Patreon is just way more fun. And donation is just once, and Patreon support is every month. I love that. 30%. Okay, I was wrong. Okay, Wolf knows best. I don't know anything. Okay, but that's it. Thank you all for being here. You all take care. Maybe see you tomorrow. Bye. Let's do the intro for the ending. Yeah. That was fun. And then the weird face.